Please read number 781.
Request of Kristin Rose to address council regarding people sleeping on sidewalks and parks.
Hi, good morning, I'm Kristin.
Good morning.
I live in Southeast Portland, and what brought me here to talk to you this morning is also related to our homeless crisis. I've come to tell you about a series of experiences that I've had over the past year that are really troubling experiences. In the past year, I've had two experiences where I've heard homeless people on the street that are nearly dead. And I'm not exaggerating to you when I say that. I gave CPR to one of them, and it was right next to Director Park. It was on my lunch hour. I've had two experiences in Portland in the past year where I've encountered people that are shooting heroin on the sidewalk in daylight. One of the times that happened, I had some visitors in town, and I was taking them on a tour of the waterfront. One experience in the last year when I literally saw someone trying to kill someone else with their bare hands. It was actually my 4.5-year-old daughter who was the one who noticed it. She was on the back of my bike, and we were biking down Nadeau Parkway, and she pointed to a woman who had her hands around someone's neck and was violently trying to strangle them. I'm one of a number of people in Portland that thinks that we have crossed the line from having a homeless problem to a homeless crisis. And I'm asking you to act like it's a crisis. I see a tremendous amount of work that's happening in the city, and I appreciate that work. But I don't see the urgency that a crisis would really deserve. To me, the difference between addressing an issue and combating a long-term problem it's like riding a ship that's going into troubled waters. But addressing a crisis is like going in when the ship has hit the iceberg and it's starting to sink. And I'm here to tell you today that my impression, when I look around Portland, I'm in Old Town, I'm on the waterfront, I'm in the southeast under the underpasses, the bridges. I see scenes that to me feel like almost post-apocalyptic. They're like scenes that you might expect in a third world country. And I'm asking you to start addressing this like the crisis that it feels like. You don't have time to make a 10-year plan. You have to act immediately. When you're in the midst of a crisis, it's pointless to talk about the fact that it wasn't in the budget because you just have to act and you have to find a way to do it. And when you're in the midst of a crisis, you certainly aren't listening to developers who are saying, you know what, we see the ship is sinking, we see people drowning, but we're not allowing you to pull them to shore in this neighborhood. This doesn't fit with our investments.
Your testimony.